Hello everyone, I am Pepe Crisda, President of the Board of Directors of the Guild. Welcome. I have been a member of the Guild for many years and it never ceases to surprise me. Throughout the year, there are stimulating exhibits at the art gallery, enchanting plays at the theater, fabulous concerts featuring local and regional musicians, and a rich variety of art classes. The Guild also provides a venue for local artists of all ages to showcase their work. But none of this would be possible without the generous support from our members, donors, and sponsors. Thanks to you, our doors are still open and the lights keep glowing. Hola, soy Pepe Crisda, presidente de la mesa directiva del Gremio de Artes de Northfield. Bienvenidos. He sido miembro del gremio durante muchos años y nunca deja de sorprenderme. A través del año hay estimulantes exhibiciones en la galería, obras encantadoras en el teatro y fabulosos conciertos que destacan músicos locales y regionales, y una rica variedad de clases de arte. El gremio también ofrece un espacio donde los artistas locales de todas edades pueden mostrar su trabajo. Pero nada de esto sería posible sin el generoso apoyo de nuestros miembros, donadores y patrocinadores. Gracias a ustedes, nuestras puertas siguen abiertas y las luces siguen brillando.
Good evening, and thank you for being with us. I am Andrea Sjogren, the Executive Director here at the Guild, and I'm delighted to be here to welcome you to this wonderful gathering. As you will hear in many and various ways tonight, the Northfield Arts Guild is living out its mission daily as we work to inspire artists of all ages and skill levels with inclusive opportunities, to connect audiences to new art and ideas, and to grow our increasingly diverse audience, all to strengthen our wonderful community. The Guild staff and volunteers have worked tirelessly to continue to bring quality arts programming, visual art exhibitions, education, theater, dance, and music to all people during this extraordinary time. Thank you for your commitment and your consistent and ongoing support of all of our efforts as we've faced uncertainties and new challenges. Challenges are always the places we find great opportunity, and that is certainly the case at this time. We are excited to have new and existing opportunity in front of us every day, reimagining our community engagement, education, and art-making efforts at the Guild and in the community as we strive to serve all people. As we look to the future, the new normal that has emerged will provide us with a canvas for us to continue to grow and learn together and celebrate all that the arts can do for us as individuals and for our community. Your support is essential and makes all of our opportunities, the good work of the Guild, possible. We are clearly enjoying every new opportunity to gather, sing, play, paint, draw, act, dance, and learn, all in the name of building community and providing inclusive, community-based art making and arts opportunities for all. Please join me in giving to the Guild at this time. We are so grateful to you, our sponsors and donors, friends and neighbors who will continue to sustain the Guild as we give our best to the community. Your support bolsters the opportunity we have to be great contributors to the health and well-being of Northfield through active participation in the arts. As our motto says, all kinds of art, all kinds of people. Thank you so much for your generosity, and I look forward to seeing you in person soon.
Hello, I'm Ray Horton.
Hi, I'm Fernando Sevilla. We're members of the board and we chair the marketing membership committee. Needless to say, these past 2 years have been extremely challenging. The distance world was not friendly to the arts world. We were forced to innovate, to adapt, and honestly to look inward. One of the things we realized, or one of the things we found, is that there was an opportunity to look at how we were structuring our membership program. And truly, like, after doing some research, we found some really wonderful things. Our community never went away. We were approaching our membership program in a very transactional way. We were offering benefits and people were using them, and we thought that people were there, people were members because of those benefits. But when that couldn't happen, when the benefits went away, people were still there. When we couldn't present shows and we couldn't offer programming the way that we used to, people didn't go anywhere. When we started hosting Zoom events, Zoom classes, and all of those things, people showed up. And it forced us to think about why are people here. And we did some research, and one of the wonderful things and one of the wonderful realizations is that our members support us selflessly. Our members support the arts and support our community selflessly. Well, we thought maybe it's time to reimagine our membership. Maybe it's time to align the way that we think about the structure of our membership to how our community has shown they show up for us. So benefits are not going away. Benefits are going to stay the same, and we're just going to start offering more. We're going to start adding to this, and we're going to start adding elements to our membership that really stand with our values and that will help this community grow and get stronger every single day.
In addition to all the same familiar benefits, we're also going to add to our already robust menu of opportunities, new member-exclusive events. We're going to explore key community partnerships to meet members where they are at. And in addition to this, we're also going to make a deliberate attempt to engage marginalized communities not only as participants to our programs, but co-creators.
The truth is, our members are our supporters, our donors, our artists, our performers, and our volunteers. If you're a member of the Guild, you know the impact that art can have in a community. You know the difference that it can make on a person's life, whether they're young or old. You know it's important to offer these opportunities, and you know that this community gets richer with our presence. If you love and support the arts, you're a Guildie.
A final element to the creation of this program is developing a no barriers approach to our membership, which means if anyone's experiencing financial limitations, they can still be a member of the Guild. What this means for you as a current member is now you are actively participating in the growth of our community. You're helping make art accessible to everybody. More details coming soon.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Great, good.
Hello, my name is Madison Hughes, and I'm the Visual Arts Manager at the Guild. I work to provide visual artists with opportunities to showcase their art in our galleries, gift shop, and Riverfront Fine Arts Festival. When I think of the Guild, I think of a place for everyone, from youth and emerging artists to artists with decades of experience. We strive to provide opportunities for everyone. I'm so grateful to the Northfield community for supporting and celebrating our local artists and the Guild.
Years ago in the 60s, I came to Northfield, a small town in the Midwest about which I knew very little. I took a class at the Arts Guild taught by Thora Bjork, another foreigner, and I began my relationship with the Arts Guild. I took more classes in different mediums, and I started to sell my artwork in the shop. And eventually I was included in group shows, and I had several solo exhibits. And I taught classes myself at the Arts Guild. I also had several stints as visiting artist in the local schools. Now I just retired from teaching a long art class over a decade at the Northfield Retirement Center, to which residents came, but also townspeople. I really liked this small group. It was more or less like a workshop. I am very grateful for all the friends I made through the Guild and how I had the opportunities to sell my work and to show it, and also how much it helped me to feel at home here.
Volunteers are the lifeblood of the Northfield Arts Guild, and we are constantly amazed by the people who walk through our doors or log on to attend meetings, provide input, create change, and plan for the future, or to hang art, manage the box office, answer phones, provide building improvements, and so much more. Each year, we honor some of our impactful volunteers with the designation of Volunteer of the Year. We are pleased to continue to celebrate the 2021-2022 Volunteers of the Year and thank them for their vast contributions. The current Volunteers of the Year are Catherine Norrie, Greg Muth, Fred Gustafson, and Susan Carlson. Each and every one of our volunteers are a big part of what makes the Guild the best it can be, and we are so grateful. Thank you, volunteers, for your time and talent.
I am Bruce William Colwell, author of Celebrating Community and the Arts, the History of the Northfield Arts Guild, to be published this spring. Here's a glimpse of the book, beautifully designed and full of compelling narrative and memorable images. The book is dedicated to the thousands of community volunteers whose hundreds of thousands of hours of labor have sustained the Guild, and to the artists and instructors whose talents have enriched life in Northfield and beyond. All have fostered the growth of the Guild and inspired it to aim higher and farther for more than 6 decades. 3 themes emerged from the book. First, establishing the Arts Guild was a natural outgrowth of Northfield's community identity and historical commitment to lifelong learning. Second, the Guild offered an opportunity for residents to participate in the arts and develop their own creative lives. Consequently, the Northfield Arts Guild's mission, again from the beginning, was intentionally and specifically local and amateur, to both support local artists and to provide all residents with opportunities to participate in the arts, whether in theater production, art education classes, or community art events, and whether as participants, audience members, or consumers. Third, the Arts Guild unified the town and acted as a mixing agent of various Northfield communities through the universal human need for creative expression. The Guild was and is a profoundly democratic institution. Therefore, all citizens, as everyone in the community, is a creative being and a lifelong learner. Hence the words emblazoned on the Arts Guild building: all kinds of art, all kinds of people. As we note on the back cover of the book, the Northfield Arts Guild, founded over 60 years ago, is a natural outgrowth of the identity of Northfield, Minnesota, and its historical commitment to lifelong learning. Its vibrant programs, classes, and support for the arts are committed to bringing together people, young and old, from across the wider community, nurturing their creativity and their senses of wonder and exploration. Stay tuned for more information on how you can purchase a copy of the new Guild history.
Northfield Arts Guild. Northfield Arts Guild. Northfield Arts Guild. Northfield Arts Guild. We would be so very thrilled if you'd stop on by the Guild. The art here is all local and skilled. Won't you go? Won't you? In the Guild, in the Guild. Learn to paint or dance or pot. Whether you're an adult or just a tot, you're sure to learn a lot at the Guild. Won't you please go in the Guild? Go in the Guild.
Hi everyone, my name is Anna Olson and I am the Performing Arts Manager for the Guild. I work with the Theater, 411 Concert Series, and the Cannon Valley Regional Orchestra. When I think of the Guild, I think of community members coming together to create live art. It's not everywhere you can be in a musical with the principal of the local high school, or play in an orchestra with college professors, or see your neighbor up on stage at a concert. The Guild provides a way for the community to perform together.
We, my husband Ken and myself, have been involved in the Arts Guild since about the time we came to Northfield in 1977, so about 45 years now. During that time, I have volunteered for the Guild in many ways. as a member of and chair of the gallery committee, and as a member of and president of the board of directors occasionally. And with general help now and then for the Guild for their fundraising efforts or other myriad of events that they have had. The Guild has helped me in just so many ways. The Guild has supported me in getting my work, I am an artist, and getting my work seen. It's given me and all artists in Northfield a place to show my work. Almost every year I have participated in the members art exhibit, and I have had solo shows which have been supported by grants in the Downtown Arts Guild Gallery and in the Alina Health Clinic, which is one of the satellite galleries for the Arts Guild.
My involvement has been really driven by the community side of the Guild and what major contributions it provides to our little small community. We are absolutely unique within the state of Minnesota with the breadth and the scope of what we were able to accomplish with so very little in funding relative to what other large organizations require. And we do that through the huge contributions made by our volunteers and with the guidance and leadership from our staff. I think we've been able to accomplish amazing things.
So for 45 years, for me, the Arts Guild has fed me, and I have to say sometimes literally, and filled me up inside with all the many arts opportunities, from CVRO concert to a theater or dance performance to art exhibits, and even to the occasional poetry and literary readings. I love watching the Arts Guild thrive as it is doing now, and I look forward to continuing relationship with them.
Hi, my name is Megan Dwyer, and I'm the Operations, Shop, and Events Associate for the Guild. In my role, I get to witness the community coming together through their experiences with art. It's a rare and magical occurrence that happens daily here. When I think of the Guild, I think of the rich reciprocity this organization shares with all who come through its purple doors. Thank you for your support in creating community spaces, events, and activities where all kinds of art and all kinds of people belong and thrive together.
I moved to Northfield a little over 20 years ago, and one of the first places I was fortunate enough to get involved in was the Northfield Arts Guild. And it so happened that I was in the gift shop and looking for a place to start taking dance classes, and I ran into Patsy Dew, who let me know that there was a class here that I might be interested in.
You know, first of all, feel really grateful to have been able to perform at the NEG. It's a really cool spot. The atmosphere is awesome, and when I play there, I kind of feel the remnants of shows past and performances past, which I like. It has a really palpable creative spirit, and it's given me opportunity to showcase, you know, my songs and my writing, and that's been awesome. Anytime I get to share my music, it's a good thing.
The experiences I've had from audition to first read through to opening night performances have been fantastic. Seems like in every show I learned a little bit more about acting, theater, and probably a little bit more about myself. The directors that we've had in Northfield Arts Guild Theater have been fantastic, and the production crew's so professional. The cast members that I've met over the years, well, they've remained friends for a lifetime.
One of the things that I'm most proud of having gotten to do through the Guild is the creation of the Arts Guild Dance Theater Company along with Cherise Ponder, and I also got to work on that project with Kathleen Pender, who was a student of mine and of course like a long-term kiddo of the Guild, and getting to work with those students and develop that program through our winter walk performance and through our outdoor performance and through several just great relationships with all of those kids throughout the years, and getting to see them grow up, and many of them choosing to go on to a dance career and become dance teachers themselves has been really, really gratifying and very meaningful.
They're invested in the Northfield community, not only in the kids' lives, but the community at large. And they provide opportunities for people to to showcase their talents and their passions.
I'd really like to thank all the people that have contributed to the Northfield Arts Guild. It's helped our theater program. It's helped us put quality first-rate productions on stage, and so, you know, the more that you can give to us, the more we can give back to you.
Hello, my name is Jenny Eubank, and I am the Education and Engagement Manager for the Guild. My work here at the Guild involves supporting teachers and students in all arts area classes, as well as working with our local public schools, community organizations, and at many community events to provide arts, education, and opportunities throughout Northfield. My work is also centered in finding and opening doors to form new collaborations with individuals and groups throughout the community and region, with the intention of everyone finding space for themselves at the Guild. When I think of the Guild, I think about the network of resources we all provide for each other as creatives in this community. Everywhere I turn, there are examples and inspirations for being an artist and a supporter of the arts. Thank you for your part in supporting our education and engagement programming through your personal donations. We truly could not do what we do without your support.
We are thrilled to be joining you tonight to announce our 63rd theater season. We're kicking off the season with a bang by introducing a new format. We'll be doing 2 shows in repertory over 3 weekends. 2 separate casts will present different shows on the same stage, alternating performances. So, without further ado, the first show in our season is The Revolutionists by Lauren Gunderson. The Revolutionists is an irreverent, girl-powered comedy set during the French Revolution's reign of terror, featuring 4 beautiful, badass women. Playwright Olympe de Gouges, assassin Charlotte Corday, former Queen Marie Antoinette, and Haitian rebel Marianne Angèle. It's a grand and dream-tweaked comedy about violence and legacy, art and activism, feminism and terrorism, compatriots and chosen sisters, and how we actually go about changing the world. Playing in tandem with the Revolutionists will be an equally irreverent comedic romp through our own country's past, with the complete history of America, abridged by Adam Long, Reed Martin, and Austin Touchnoir. Billed as 600 years of history in 6,000 seconds, this show will take you on a 90-minute roller coaster ride through the glorious quagmire that is American history. From Washington to Watergate, yea, verily, from the Bering Straits to Baghdad, from New World to New World Order, history will never be the same again. This fall, in the run-up to Election Day, the Guild will be bringing levity with a double dose of political comedy to get us all across the finish line.
Next up in our season is a true classic, written in 1879 by Norwegian playwright Henrik Ibsen, A Doll's House. The story centers on Nora Helmer, a devoted wife and mother who has taken great risks to care for her family. But when a blackmailer appears on her doorstep, she's forced to wrestle with the truth about herself, her husband, and her marriage. At a time when women didn't have many choices, A Doll's House takes a surprising look at one woman's journey into understanding her own heart.
Get ready to dance with next season's musical, Sweet Charity. This Tony Award-winning show features a book by Neil Simon with music by Cy Coleman and lyrics by Dorothy Fields. Take a trip to 1960s New York City and follow hapless but unflappable Charity Hope Valentine in her desperate search for love. In this exuberant, groovy, hilarious musical comedy, Charity tries again and again to find her dream and make something of herself. Charity's hopeful romanticism and unfailing optimism lift her out of her circumstances and help her reach for a life beyond. Come ready to fall in love with Charity's limitless spirit as she lives life hopefully ever after.
And finally, Shakespeare in the Park will be back in the summer of 2023 to close out our season. Enjoy theater in the great outdoors with The Winter's Tale, directed by Susan Carlson. One of Shakespeare's lesser performed plays, The Winter's Tale is a story of love, loss, and redemption. In a fit of wild and unfounded jealousy, Leontes, the king of Sicily, turns against his wife and proceeds to destroy his entire family and a lifelong friendship. After a 16-year jump, and in classic Shakespearean fashion, we witness one of the most astonishing endings in English literature, but not before we meet a man-eating bear, a kindly shepherd, and a statue that comes to life.
I first got involved in the Guild through the theater. A friend who did musical theater thought I would enjoy it as much as he did and encouraged me to volunteer. I started out doing backstage things and eventually auditioned for the musical Quilters. I got a whole new understanding of the importance of community theater after I experienced the feedback of audience members. One woman who came to the show was in tears afterwards as she thanked me for being in the cast. Her mother had recently died, and the lovely story of the show, which revolves around a mother and her daughters, brought some healing to her. I used to think community theater was important because the actors and crew members got the chance to be creative and have fun together. But now I also see what a gift it is to those in the audience to laugh, to cry, to see things from a new perspective.
I'm Jane Fenton. I've lived in Northfield since 1981 when I arrived at Carleton College and ended up majoring in art history. It wasn't until I had children in the 90s that the Guild assumed a big role in my family's life. My older son was on the spectrum and struggling to find his path, trying one activity after another, until one day we found a theater workshop for kids and struck gold. From that point on, theater was the keystone of his life where he could shine and make friends. Eventually, our whole family participated and gained confidence, empathy, communication skills, and helped spread joy. I serve on the Guild board today because I profoundly and personally understand the impact the arts play in a community. The Guild has incubated countless artists, classes, and other arts and activities and organizations in Northfield. Let's not take it for granted now. What we see around us in galleries, concerts, sidewalk poetry, sculpture, dance, ceramics, plays, and murals is not an accident. We all create this when we give to the Guild. I implore you to give generously to build upon this legacy tonight and to help the Guild continue to grow and give back to everyone. Thank you.